So I really need a more compact fishing kit for overlanding. Hi everybody, I'm Rob, and this is Storm Crew Overland, where we talk about going on adventures, road tripping, camping, and just generally getting out and enjoying life. And on this week's episode, usually I'm telling y'all stuff and trying to give y'all information. This week, I'm going to be asking y'all questions. I need some help. Uh, I like to go fishing. Honestly, I'm kind of on fishing. I don't like to eat fish. But I like to just sit by the water, and people look at you weird if you just sit by the water. I learned this when a couple years ago we moved to a new neighborhood, and there's a pond in my backyard. And there was one day it was real pretty out. I didn't have anything to do, and I just went and sat down by the pond. Just enjoyed the view, got some sun, enjoyed looking at the water. Just was peaceful. And every one of my neighbors stopped and was like, "Hey, everything okay? What are you doing? Did you get locked out of the house?" Or just everybody wanted to. What's wrong? Everybody thought it was so weird. Uh, so the next time that I wanted to go do that, I just grabbed a fishing pole, and I didn't fish a lot. I had some fishing stuff. So I grabbed a fishing pole. I literally threw a piece of pepperoni on a hook because that's what we had in the house. We always have pepperoni. Threw it out in the pond and sat there for a good 2 hours. And not one person walked up and went, "Hey, what are you doing?" Everybody just goes, "Oh, he's fishing." And apparently that's way more normal than just sitting by the water. So that led to me that when I wanted to go sit by the water, I always would take a fishing pole, and I started enjoying fishing more. I fished when I was a kid, but not much as an adult, which sucks. I missed some really good fishing opportunities when I lived like in Alaska and stuff. But now I'm here in Oklahoma, and it's fun to go fishing, and it's really fun. You go on a trip, and you may get to a campsite, and you've got a couple hours to kill before you need to start cooking dinner and stuff. You I like to camp near water anyway, so might as well go fishing. So it's just something fun to do, and something really relaxing. Problem is, my fishing stuff, which I've got, this is the stuff I usually take out with me. I have more stuff at the house in a bigger actual tackle box. But this is the stuff I normally take, and it normally lives in this little backpack. And it is a fairly small backpack. And it's great if I'm just going, "Hey, I'm going to throw this in my car and I'm going to go swing by the lake and fish on my way home from work." If I'm filling the car up with stuff to go on a week-long overland trip, all of a sudden this bag is a little bulky. I would like something smaller. Ideally, I would like to kind of sit through and figure this all out, and hopefully get some suggestions from y'all on how to try to get everything I need in one little tackle box case about this big. Like a Plano 3600 size or whatever. But I'm being a little needy. I'm trying to figure out what I need. So I need terminal tackle. I need hooks and sinkers and floats and all that kind of stuff, normal stuff. But I want stuff to catch panfish, little perch or whatever. If that's where I'm at, that's all there is. I want to be able to catch that. Most places in Oklahoma, there's not a whole lot besides catfish, so I want to be able to have some stuff to catch catfish. I'd also like to have enough stuff for bass fish. If I'm somewhere that has bass, that would be a lot of fun. And then there are some places around here too that have like trout, so I need to have stuff for trout. So that's like multiple sets of stuff, including terminal tackle, that I want to try to kind of distill down into the basics that I can fit in one little case. Because then I still have other stuff that I want to carry with it. Um, right now, this is kind of my terminal tackle case. It's mostly hooks and sinkers and floats and stuff like that, swivels. Then I've got a bigger case, and this is all lures. I mean, there are frogs, and I hope that wind's not too loud. I got frogs and spinner baits and other lures, and jigs and all kinds of fun stuff. And then a bunch of different soft plastics. I mean, zoom worms and rage tail crawdad things and rage swimmers. And yeah, just the good old Cincos. Oh, and actual like scented dough bait for catfish and perch and stuff. I probably don't need to carry around 4 different kinds of soft plastics. Or maybe I can take like 1 or 2 out of each bag and try to make my own little bag. I've got gloves, because I know it's stupid, but I hate touching fish. They're wet and slimy, and it's not good for the fish either. So I feel justified in not wanting to touch the fish. So I got fishing gloves. A good pair of pliers. Help get hooks out, help with sinkers and stuff. Fish grips, because I don't like touching fish. I've also got dehooking tool, mainly for catfish. Helps with that. Well, that was awkward. It's middle of the day on a weekday. I work. It's the good thing about me being on night shift right now is I can go fishing in the middle of the day, and there's usually not anybody out there. And it's a nice big lake. I was the only one there, and some dude rolled up and wanted to start fishing 6 feet from me. It's okay. Joke's on him, because I was already out there for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, and had had 0 bites. So good luck, buddy. But yeah, so I really am my goal is to create a small, comprehensive little fishing kit with just the basics that I need to do a little bit of everything that I can fit in hopefully one box, maybe a little bit bigger box, or maybe two small boxes. I'm not even sure. This is where I need tips from y'all. I need some advice. I grew up fishing where we were putting like a piece of chicken on a hook and had a float, and half the time we're using a bamboo stick for a rod. So if you're like, man, you really got to have one Cinco and one craw, rage craw, and then a couple of spinner baits and a jig, and I have all these things. I kind of know how they work. I've been bass fishing like 10 times, and I've caught that many bass. I'm really good at catching catfish most of the time, but yeah. So hopefully I can get this figured out. Hopefully I get some great suggestions from y'all. I think this is the first time I've really reached out to y'all for actual information and help. And then the other thing with this whole idea in my head of a kit that I can either like leave in the car, or a real small kit that I can throw in there when I'm going on like an overlanding trip. Need to figure out a fishing pole situation. Right now, I mean, I have normal size fishing poles. They're like 6 to 8 feet long. I've got one with a spinning reel, and one with one bait caster. And I've got one big honking one that I take if I go down to the Gulf to go like surf fishing or something. But those are all really long to take in the car, or when it's packed with other stuff or other people. I have what started as my favorite like ultralight rod. I think it was 4.5 feet, maybe 5 feet. It was an ultralight spinning rod, and it was too ultralight for a catfish I caught, and I broke most of it off. Everything past the first like eyelet guide thing, everything up past it broke. It's other than that, I've still been using it. I took that piece off and just kept a little ultralight spinning reel on there, and I use it to fish around my house where just for perch and bluegill, little panfish stuff. That, I mean, if I catch something that weighs a pound, that made my day. It was the biggest fish I was probably going to see all day out there. It's great for that, and it's a great size that would be great for what my idea of a travel fishing kit would be. But it's probably a little flimsy. I've considered getting I think Zebco makes it. No, I think maybe or is it Zebco or Ugly Rod or somebody. They make a thing called the Dock Demon. My homemade broken ultralight thing setup is about the same size as a Dock Demon. It's like 2.5, 3 feet, but it is supposed to be super tough, like almost unbreakable. It'll bend over like crazy, but it won't break. And they're pretty reasonable too. I think they're like $35, and that includes a reel. I might put a different reel on it just because I have some already like. But has anyone used a Dock Demon? Or I think there's another version too that's something similar. Anybody used one of those? You got any experience with it? Because I would love to hear some good reports about those, so I can go get one, give me an excuse to get another fishing pole, and then use it for my everyday or travel fishing kit. This video might be a little short because I don't have a lot to talk about, because I am actually seeking out knowledge here. So if you've got some ideas for me, hit me up, send me a message, leave a comment, something like that. Help me out here. If you're watching this video on YouTube, just so you know, we also release the audio as a podcast. You can find it wherever good podcasts are found. Just search Stormcrow Overland. If you're listening to this as a podcast, you can also find the video that goes with it on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, look for Stormcrow Overland. And finally, you can find us on Instagram at Stormcrow Overland. It's all the same, super easy, no spaces, no dashes, nothing crazy. Really would like to build a community of like-minded individuals for when I have questions like this, or if y'all have questions, we can all kind of help each other out. So give me like, comment, follow, subscribe, any of that kind of stuff. Any of that would be great. Sorry, I'm getting a text message. That whole car's beeping at me now. Any of that would be amazing. Kind of lead to let me help out, help other people. I got to hurry up because my phone says it's overheating now because it's sitting in the sun in my dash. Last thing, like, comment, comment, subscribe. Sometimes you have to go out and get lost and have an annoying person steal your fishing spot before you can find yourself. Thanks for watching.